Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to discuss a battle unlike any other, a rivalry so intense, so lopsided, that it can only be described as one person with a microphone repeatedly drop-kicking another person who doesn't even realize they're in a fight. I am, of course, talking about Darling and her one-woman crusade against Sarasota Tim. Now let's be real, Sarasota Tim is not exactly running for public office. He's just a guy, sitting in his truck, spitting out life advice that ranges from mildly interesting to, please don't actually follow this. And yet, to Darling, Tim is the final boss of YouTube grift culture. A financial Svengali pulling the wool over the eyes of, well, a dozen people who already knew they weren't getting rich off early retirement. Take questions Sarasota Tim won't answer. Oh, the drama. You'd think we were cracking open Watergate, but no, it's just Darling, demanding answers about Miss Tammy. Who is she? Where is she? Why did she vanish like an unpaid Verizon bill? Meanwhile, Tim is probably sitting in a McDonald's parking lot, sipping coffee, completely unaware that he is the subject of a YouTube conspiracy deep dive. Then there's Sarasota Tim, the rapid aging of a big YouTuber. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't usually tune into YouTube for dermatological assessments. Did Tim really age that quickly? Or is it just the natural result of having to defend every sentence he's ever uttered on camera? The stress of answering, "Am I really broke?" 3 times a week has to take a toll. And of course, the disclaimer needed before every Sarasota Tim Social Security video. You'd think Tim was personally bankrupting the entire Social Security Administration with his videos. Look, nobody's tuning in thinking Tim is Suze Orman. If anything, the real disclaimer should be, viewer discretion advised, this is a man talking about money while eating a cheeseburger in his truck. But Darling doesn't stop there. Oh no. We get grift cards, P.O. boxes. Sarasota Tim. Ah yes, the great YouTube crime of asking for things, because, you know, no other YouTuber in history has ever suggested that viewers support the channel. The man isn't even selling anything. No merch, no $99 How to Be Sarasota Tim course. Just, hey, if you want to send me a gift card, go for it. Meanwhile, YouTubers with millions of followers are out here selling overpriced t-shirts and mastermind classes on how to do absolutely nothing. Then comes the pièce de résistance, Sarasota Tim Con Man. Con Man? Listen, I've seen con men, Bernie Madoff, con man, that guy who sold me an authentic Rolex in Times Square. Con man, Sarasota Tim. The dude barely remembers to shave. His master plan for financial success seems to be make videos until something happens. Not exactly Ocean's 11 material. Now here's the real kicker. Does Sarasota Tim deserve this level of investigation? Darling is out here treating him like he's the Zodiac Killer. Meanwhile, Tim is just trying to get through his morning coffee without being labeled the biggest scammer since Fire Festival. Look, I get it. We all have hobbies. Some people garden, some people knit. Darling, she documents Sarasota Tim's every move like she's building a legal case against him. But at the end of the day, the real question isn't, is Sarasota Tim a grifter? The real question is, why is Darling so obsessed? Like, does Tim owe her money? Did he cut her off in traffic? Did she once get denied a job at Social Security, and now she's taking it out on him? The world may never know, but one thing is for sure. Tim doesn't need a financial plan. He just needs to start charging rent for the amount of space he occupies in Darling's head.